Hello everyone, it's Imran here. Welcome back to another video. So, Kiefer Abrams uploaded a new Thomas and Friends audio story he did earlier today, around 3 hours ago. This is episode 9 of season 5 it is, which is called James and the Elephant. So yesterday I reacted to the Spirits of the Fireflies one. If you do want to see my that out, I will have it up in the top right corner of your screen. So this obviously is going to be a story centered around set during season 5 it is, which poetic it is because this is season 5 of his audio stories. Get it? Okay, I'll just move on. So this looks like it's going to be written as a sequel to Henry and the Elephant. Obviously the story where Henry had to get an elephant out of his tunnel he did, and the elephant ended up spraying water at him. So yeah, it seems that James is going to have his own experience of an elephant he is. So I was really expecting this story, to be honest. So I'm quite interested to see what happens and how James's encounter with an elephant is going to be different to Henry's encounter. So yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to watch this audio story or listen to it. Link to them reacting to in the description down below as always. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this.
James and the Elephant, written and told by Kiefer Adams. Ever since a circus elephant had hidden in Henry's tunnel, the big green engine had been nervous about animals ever since. The elephant had whooshed Henry after pushing him and some trucks full of workmen out of the tunnel when they mistook the animal for a blockage. Ever since, James had delighted in teasing Henry. First the rain, then an elephant. Whatever will you be afraid of next, Henry? He would smirk as he prepared himself for the day. Henry would pretend not to hear. Secretly, he was getting tired of James's teasing and wanted to pay him out.
I wonder how
His
he's going to do
chance
that.
would come sooner than expected. The Fat Controller was delighted to learn that Topham Circus was returning to Sodor for another year. The engines passed by the field where it was being held and stared in admiration as the circus tent was put up, red and yellow striped, with the circus logo on the front. Whenever the engines passed by to bring sightseers and tourists to the circus, they would see all sorts on the grounds. The animals that had attended, acrobats, jugglers, clowns, even the ringmaster practicing his ride around on his white horse. Thomas loved the circus, as he felt it had lifted up a few spirits when it first arrived. Let's hope it can do the same thing again, he said to himself as he puffed past the grounds with Annie and Clarabelle. A few days later, it was Duck's turn to take visitors to the circus. He hurried over to the big station to collect his coaches, but had to stop at a level crossing.
Okay, that's the elephant, I'm guessing,
said Duck. There's not a single car in sight. He was just wondering what was going on when a loud trumpeting sound was heard further down the road.
Yep, that's the elephant.
The very elephant that had given Henry grief in his tunnel came parading into view, wearing a little yellow hat, guided by its keeper, and pulling a beautiful four-wheeled cart. There was a man on board, calling to anyone who'd hear about the circus. Roll up, he shouted. Great circus show tonight at Topham Circus. Come one, come all. Duck stared in awe as the elephant crossed the road and was soon bounding out of sight. Well, now I've seen about everything, he chortled. The gates soon opened and Duck was on his way to the big station, eager to tell the others what he had seen. The return of the circus, though, didn't stop James's teasing towards Henry.
Oh dear.
Every chance he got, James bragged about elephants and cautioned Henry to stay out of his tunnel during the circus's visit. One day, which just happened to be the last day that the circus was in town, Henry finally lost patience. If you think you can handle animals better than I did, James, you're more than welcome to, he snorted. I don't need to do anything, said James. I wasn't the one who got whooshed. But you were the one stung by bees with a red nose to prove it, Thomas huffed.
Ooh.
James was cross.
Ooh.
If that's the way you want to play it, so be it. I'm passing the circus with my stopping goods. I'll show you what an elephant is capable of around
Thomas
me.
roasted James right there. Well, it is true. James did what was stung on the nose by a bee. It was. I remember the season 3 episode, and boy, it was funny how the bee was 2D animated and just stung James right on the nose. He literally became James the Red Nose Engine. He did.
Puffed indignantly away. Show off, muttered Thomas. Oh, don't worry about it, said Henry. He'll get what's coming to him. Mark my words. James soon started to pick up and set down
James
trucks.
getting what he gets.
They were much better behaved than usual. Obviously, the circus had lifted their spirits as well as most of the other engines. James was soon out on the main line with a full goods to take to the harbour. On his route, he saw the circus and smirked. There, nearby and being fed oats and hay by the keeper and a workman, was the elephant. It seemed to be having a good time. Let's see what this pachyderm is capable of, smirked James. He started to slow down, and without even thinking, he gave 3 sharp blasts of his whistle. The elephant was so startled it reared up on its hind legs and trumpeted in a panicking tone. "Hooah!" cried James, realising too late what he had done. "Whoa, girl!" cried the workman, as he and the keeper tried to calm the animal down. The elephant was waving its front legs at James and was trumpeting non-stop. "Help!" wailed James. He tried wheezing steam, but that just made things worse. Luckily, the keeper knew just what to do. He clambered on a bale of hay and gently rubbed one of the elephant's ears. That did the trick. The elephant was soon back on all fours and was eating hay as if nothing happened. Once the elephant was calm enough, the keeper led it away. The workman was cross.
Wow.
"You silly engine!" he shouted.
Oh my God.
"I'll report this to the Fat Controller."
Oh, that was
he turned
unexpected.
And walked away. "Oh, crumbs," groaned James.
Yep.
"Now I'm in for it."
Yep.
The Fat Controller was very cross when he found out what James had done. So much so, James had missed out on the opportunity to take the circus back to the mainland as it packed up, ready to head back. Henry, who had been working very hard, was given the honour of the train instead.
Oh, rubbing salt into
James's wound. The next morning, Henry stood at the platform as the circus trucks were being loaded. James called meekly in. "I'm, sorry about my teasing," he said meekly. "I hope you can forgive me. It was wrong of me to constantly bring that elephant up." "That's all right, James," said Henry. "I guess we're even now. We've both experienced what that elephant can do. Let's see how long it can take Gordon to have his turn." James gave a small chuckle, but still felt terrible. Henry soon pulled away with the circus, leaving James with a lot to think about. He now thinks that all animals are getting the better of him, one way or another. I wonder if James is right. Don't you?
Let's hope that's not the case. Wow, James, that's what you call getting instant karma right there. And James, that's what happened to James. He got his instant karma by, oh my God, by just getting spooked right there. Oh my God, the way the elephant. I actually thought the elephant was gonna send James off the rails right there, but that wasn't what happened. But it was still funny nonetheless. It was so. Yeah. I mean, this was a good sequel to Henry and the Elephants. It was right there. James getting spooked by the elephant by the side of the field, and James just getting told off right there. And what did it cost him? It cost him a chance to take the circus train back to the mainland and to rub salt into his wound. Henry was the one to take it. Well, you need to be more careful in the future, James. You need to be more careful in the future when it comes to animals, and I wonder if Gordon will get have his turn of teasing someone and getting instant karma. Don't you? But yeah, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So out of the two audio stories that I reacted to this weekend, I'd probably say this one was probably my favorite one because of just of that funny bit where James scared the elephant right there. So James and the elephant for me, but Spirit of the Fireflies wasn't that far behind. I can't wait for next week's pair of stories because we have one on Basil the electric diesel we do making another return to Sodor, which is called Basil Rise Again, and clawing it back. Another story centered around Diesel 10 of what happened to him between the events of Magic Thomas and the Magic Railroad and calling all engines in Kiefer's timeline. So lots of good stories coming up. So good, two exciting audio stories coming up next week, and I definitely cannot wait for them. But in the meantime, you do want to check out my previous Thomas reactions, whenever it's an audio story or a Trains adaptation. I will have a playlist up in the top right corner of your screen right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button for me. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this audio story I reacted to. Also let me know in the comments down below what other videos you want me to react to next. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok. Links to both of them will be in the description down below. Share this video, subscribe if you're new here, ring that bell to get notified when I have no new videos when I post in the community tab. Excuse me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!